Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ahmad Azman bin Muhammad Ramli. Today, I would like to share our findings on the topics of preliminary analysis of public archive administration tasks in Malaysia based on the National Archive Act 2003. My presentation is divided into four parts. First, introductions. Second, methodology. Third, result and discussion. And lastly, conclusion and future work. Introductions, brief background. The National Archive Act 2003, Act 629, is an act enacted to ensure that public archive in Malaysia can be administered well, to ensure that this valuable source of information is always safe, accessible, and used for reference by our current and future researchers. And among the provisions in this act are those related to the tasks that need to be carried out to ensure that the public archive can always be administered well. Research objective. In this regard, the objective of this paper is to analyze the question of what are the administrative tasks of public archive as stipulated by the Act and the characteristics of this task. Importance of the study. Inshallah, it is hoped that the results of this study will contribute to increasing our knowledge of the administrative tasks of public archive in Malaysia and their characteristics as stipulated by the National Archive Act 2003. And inshallah, it is also hoped that the findings from this analysis or from this study will be able to catalyze more or to motivate more in-depth study related to the administrative tasks of this very valuable information source of our nations in the future. Before I continue of my presentations, I would like to define briefly the terms of public archive. Based on National Archive Act 2003, the Act states that public archive means public records which are determined by the Director General of the National Archive of Malaysia to be of permanent and enduring national or historical value or both. This is an example of public archive. Ladies and gentlemen, methodology. The method used by our team to achieve this objective is to use the literature review methods on the content of information sources such as the National Archive Act, reference book, articles, acts, and other related regulations. Now, results and discussions. Based on this preliminary analysis, we have found that there are 4 tasks of public archive administration as stipulated by this Act. The tasks and the characteristics of each task are as follows. First, processing and preservation of public archive. This task is stipulated or is mentioned by Section 36 of the National Archive. The section states that all public archive must be processed and preserved from any threat that may damage the public archive. The second task is access to public archive. The task is mentioned or is stipulated by the Section 37 of the National Archive Act 2003. The section states that public archive shall be made available to the public after 25 years from the date of expiry of the records. And then the third task is access to classified records. The task is mentioned or is stipulated by the Section 38 of the National Archive Act 2003. the section states that all classified records in custody of the National Archives shall not be made available for public reference except as provided under these sections. And lastly, the test is prohibitions of reproductions and publications of public archive. The test is mentioned or stipulated by the Section 39 of the National Archive Act 2003. The section states that no person shall reproduce or publish the whole or any part of the contents of any public archive except with the prior written permissions of the Director General of the National Archive of Malaysia. Conclusions. In conclusion, I would like to assume that the objective of this paper has been achieved. This is because this paper has successfully identified the 4 tests in the National Archive Act 2003 that need to be implemented to ensure that public archive in Malaysia can always be administered well. This paper has also successfully discussed the characteristics of each of the 4 tests. And inshallah, in this regard, it is hoped that the discussion in this paper has contributed to the reader's knowledge of the topic. And it is also hoped that the findings from this study will be able to motivate for more in-depth study on the topic in the future. That's all from me. Thank you very much. See you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.